All right, so the market is going to open in about 2 minutes. We're holding this 6800, 6805 level, which was the gap down lows. Asia session held that level, retested it, then it rallied all the way up to 6860, rejected it, came back down, and then also rejected 6830 area, which is last week's lows. So that's a critical level. I'm going to be watching pops and rally towards that level, and then see if we can find a reversal. But right now ES is above the point of control and it's trying to break out of the value area. So we might actually have an early trade to the upside. If that gives us enough room for the 3-to-1 risk to reward. And then look for a short play. We are in a downtrending market. There's a gap that we might try to fill today. It's a gap down. All right, so let's see what's going to happen. We are open. Okay, quick rejection of VWAP. Immediate rejection. We're at VWAP. Holding VWAP. All right, so we're moving higher, but I don't see a lot of aggressive orders behind these candles. It feels like we will try to break pre-market highs. Manipulate and then reverse. It's just what it's my thinking right now. Just looking at the price action and where we are on the chart. So the 6835 area will be really interesting to watch for reversals. Okay, now we can see a little bit more aggressive buying on tab for the break. So we're trying to break the pre-market highs. This is the S4 area and upper deviation band on the VWAP. That'll be interesting to watch right here. Let's watch the order flow, see if we get absorption. We're definitely slowing down. I do want to see that pop and then rejection. It's starting to look heavy on top. Okay, we're going to be 4 minutes in. All right, we did just touch that area. 68.35. All right. Pushing through it. And that's Spice yesterday's lows. That's where we're hitting right now. Okay, I'm gonna be trying. And that's the orb. Okay, so we have the orb in. S4 is trying to hold. Okay, so we're now approaching ES as yesterday's lows. Delta is positive. All right. Okay, so the gap has been filled on on SPY and Nasdaq as well. We're still pushing higher. If the market remains strong and wants to push higher, I just need to wait for the retest of the S4 area. $68.52 is also a 100 EMA on the daily. Okay, so we got the pullback. Retesting S4. Retesting the 5-minute orb. Okay, and now we're selling and a lot of selling pressure, negative delta. So all this aggressive buying up on top is not getting rewarded. So we have a pullback into S4 area. If we close under S4 or reject it in the next candle, I'm gonna try the shorts. So far, it's attempting to hold. But yesterday's lows are still getting rejected. I don't mind going long, I just need extra confirmation that we're truly gonna hold this level and we're gonna close above yesterday's lows. Ten more seconds on that candle. Let's see where we close. Now the point of control has shifted. Okay, so if we can hold that level, I think we have another leg higher. Okay, aggressive selling. Nasdaq making lower high. SPY rejecting yesterday's lows. Aggressive selling came in. We're below POC. Still waiting for that extra signal. Okay, getting in.
Order filled.
All right, I'm in.
Order filled.
Have to try that. Have to try that setup after aggressive selling came in, try to push us lower, and it got engulfed. The candle got engulfed, so I have to try that orb. Okay, let's see, risk to reward if we just move the stop right here. So R321 is on that level. 68.62 would be the target. I'm in 5 contracts per account. So we're approaching the 100 EMA on a daily, which is around the S3 level, and we can expect some trouble, maybe pullback or consolidation. Okay, very nice. It's still looking good. Hopefully we can just push through that S3 and retest S2. And S2 is also where yesterday's point of control is. 68, 62, 25. So I'm assuming ES will try to push to that point. It will gravitate towards that POS from yesterday. POC, I'm sorry. Nasdaq has a double top right now, but ES. So SPY is leading. SPY made a new highs. Nasdaq is a little behind. Okay, a little bit of aggressive buying. All right, hopefully we just blast through S3 and head towards 68, 62, which would be exactly 3 to 1 target. Come on. Okay, I don't see any significant selling yet. I think we're gonna break S3. Okay, all right, now there's a lot of selling coming up. Selling at 57.25. If we don't get another push, I might have to just move my stop loss. All right, we're pushing through the selling. Let's see if we can hold this. S3 and S2 are very close to each other, so this is a zone. It's very possible that we will not get a massive pullback and just retest, go to S2. Holding strong so far. Let me look at the levels on SPY and NASDAQ. Okay, it's yeah, it's not gonna be that easy. This is actually having some heavy supply on SPY. I'm gonna have to trust it and wait. Either we hit the target or come back to retest the orb. It is what it is. So it looks like NASDAQ is actually holding Thursday's lows right now. Yeah, this is the key level. If it can, if it can hold it, yeah, if it can hold the Thursday's lows, I don't think it is. Okay, so SPY is pulling back to retest Friday's lows. NASDAQ is trying to do the same and hold VWAP. Yeah, so that 100 EMA was really a strong supply, and let's see if we get another attempt to break that level. As of now, the orb is still valid. We're still holding Friday's lows on ES, but we are in the value zone. So this might take a while. I do like that candle. Delta is trying to climb back up. Hopefully we just continue to push. Okay, so the Nasdaq is clearing or trying to close above Thursday's lows. It's looking good. Got 20 more seconds for that candle to close. I don't see any aggressive rejections, but we need to make a higher high. Yeah, I'm not loving it anymore. Let's see if we can actually hold this level again. If not, we're just making a lower high, and I will be looking for a reversal then. Another retest. A little bit of selling getting absorbed. So we retested that level multiple times. Seems like have enough limit orders sitting there to push this and absorb selling. If we don't get a push soon through the value area high, then I will be open to trading reversal. Okay, starting to look better towards the upside. I think we can break the highs, make a new higher high. I'll slightly move my stop loss. I mean, this should work now. If we get rejected, okay, so we're trying to break out of the value area on the 5 minute, holding point of control. Yep, that's real trading. Trying to stay patient, wait through these, you know, meaningless candles right now. I see we picked up speed um, in the wrong direction. Okay, need that break. Yeah, I don't like how this is going. We try to push higher on that 1 minute and immediately pulled back down again. Yeah, that's not good. It's not a good candle. Because the Nasdaq just retested VWAP again. SPY is holding above Friday's lows, which is nice. Well, it may still work. It's getting heavy. It's getting heavy on top. Nice engulfing candle. A lot of back and forth here. That's nice actually. Okay, perfect. Another push. Nice squeeze. Almost there.
Or target filled.
Nice. Nice trade. Really nice execution, patience. Very nice. So it's 440 bucks and per account, over $1,200 in half an hour. So we're now approaching the point of control from Friday. So we did gravitate towards that level, and then let's see what happens next. Continuing to push through it. Well, Nasdaq isn't making any higher highs. It's really going sideways, consolidating. It failed to put a higher high. SPY did, but now we see more aggressive selling. 68.60. Sellers got absorbed. All right. Looks like we're going to continue to be in an uptrending market for today. We held some key levels, small retracements. I don't see anything that's significant. Well, let's see, 6870 was Thursday's lows on ES, and we broke through that. And we're about to gap fill on EES. Yep, 68.75.50. That's the gap fill area. I would be careful trying to go long over here. All right, I think I'm done for today. One and done. No need to keep babysitting the market here. I took my orb setup with order flow confirmation, and that's it. All right, thank you.